So JQuery is a JavaScript library. JQuery is a JavaScript library. So JQuery is used to implement interact websites. So we can use JQuery in following ways. Like so in JQuery also we can validate the forms with JQuery validations and JQuery animations. Next to JQuery fading effects. Okay, and sliding effects. Next Ajax. Okay, so in jQuery Ajax very most important in real time. So this Ajax is used to interact with the website, interact with the database DB. Okay, so to read the data from database or to retrieve the data to insert the data from database, insert data into the database. Okay, so this is very most important topic in jQuery. So jQuery is a lightweight and write less, do more functionality. So for example, if you write JavaScript code in 100 lines, you can manage that code in jQuery with 50 lines. So that is write less and do more. So all are predefined functions in jQuery. So we can use that functions and write some logic to work on our applications. So the purpose of jQuery, the main purpose of jQuery, so is to make it much easier, easier to use JavaScript on our applications. Okay, on our applications. So jQuery is a JavaScript library. So the main important one is difference between JavaScript and jQuery. Difference between JavaScript and jQuery. Okay, difference between JavaScript and jQuery. So JavaScript is a scripting language. So difference between JavaScript and jQuery. So JavaScript is a scripting language. JavaScript is a scripting language, and it was designed for use within a web browser. So it was designed to use within websites. But jQuery jQuery is a library of JavaScript code. jQuery is a library library of JavaScript code. Okay, so there are many other JavaScript code functionalities. So use so jQuery is a library of JavaScript code. So and that contains number of J that contains so number of JavaScript functions. Okay, so number of functions is called the jQuery library. Number of functions written in number of JavaScript functions written in a single file. Okay, so that is called jQuery library. So jQuery is a jQuery is lightweight and write less and do more. Write less, do more. So write less, do more is so write code less and functionality is more. So for example, in JavaScript, to read the uh, text box value, okay, to read the text box value, you have to write something like where txt name. Okay, to create variable here and use document dot get element by id and txt fname dot value. So you have to write like this, okay, to read the text box value in JavaScript. But in jQuery to read the text box value, so just create one variable txt name equal to and use dollar symbol, okay, dollar symbol hash txt fname dot value. So this is a simple statement to read the text box value. Okay, so that is called write less and do more. And difference also computer. And here number of features available in JavaScript. Okay, features of jQuery. Features of jQuery. First one, CSS manipulation. CSS manipulation. Okay, CSS manipulation is we can add or remove CSS classes to the HTML elements. And second one is DOM manipulation. So we can find HTML elements, okay, in jQuery like document.get element by id. And the third one is HTML event methods. HTML event methods. Here also events available. Okay, on click, on mouse over, on double click, on mouse out. So like that. And fourth one is effects and animations. And the fifth one is Ajax. So this is very important. So I will explain this concept in the last class. So jQuery is the most popular and extendable framework. So you have to download jQuery library, okay, from jQuery.com website. So we can download load jQuery library from jQuery.com website. Okay, so go to jQuery.com website. Okay, so click on download jQuery. So the current version is 3.1.1. Okay, so this is the current version. So here two libraries available. First one is production library and second one is development library. So you can download any one of these two. Okay, so two libraries available, production and development. So you can click on any link to download jQuery. Okay, so I have clicked on production jQuery. With jQuery library is downloaded. jQuery 3.1.1 min.js file is downloaded. So we can use this library in our applications to write the jQuery functionalities. So otherwise, you can use CDN files. CDN means content delivery networks. So content delivery network means already hosted files. Okay, hosted files means Google CDN, Microsoft CDN, and CDN JS CDN, and JS Deliver CDN. So these websites are provided. Okay, jQuery libraries. Okay, we don't need to uh, publish jQuery library. So already jQuery library is available in Google CDN. So already they are hosted. Okay, so we can use this script to use the jQuery library. Okay, no need to download the jQuery library. So just we can use this library. So otherwise you can download jQuery library. So by clicking on production jQuery. Okay, otherwise you can use Google CDN or Microsoft CDN and CDN CDN. So here also number of versions available. Okay, so you can search your version and you can copy the script. Okay, so for example, so create HTML form. Okay, so already we downloaded jQuery library. So this is in the downloads and songs folder for jQuery. So we can copy this and paste this in our folder. Okay, so now jQuery library available in our project folder. So always use JS files in HTML form end of the body tag. Okay, so use script tag and source And if you want to use type attribute, you can use text JavaScript and close this. So like this, you can use jQuery library in our HTML forms. Okay, always use end of the body tag. So these CDNs, if you don't want to download the jQuery library, you can use hosted files. Okay, so like if you don't want to use this download file, you can put in comment and copy the script and paste here. Okay, so already hosted library is available in our HTML form. So we can use jQuery functionalities from this hosted file. Okay, so here jQuery syntax. The basic syntax is, first of all, dollar symbol we have to use, and after that brackets, and double quotes or single quotes within bracket. So here is the selector. Okay, selector means HTML element, and after that dot action. So action means our function. So which function we have to use here? So dollar, first of all, dollar is defined as jQuery, is defined jQuery, and next selector, selector is HTML elements, and action is a method, okay, to perform on the HTML elements, is a method to perform on HTML elements. So this is the basic syntax of jQuery: dollar symbol, selector, and action. So dollar defines jQuery, and selector is HTML selector, HTML elements, and action is a method to perform on the HTML elements.
Prasad, I have a small doubt.
Okay.
In the HTML page that you have written, sample.html page,
Mm.
you have loaded Google
Mm.
CDN, right?
Mm.
jQuery file.
Mm.
Is it possible to run this file in Mozilla Firefox or else in any
Uh,
web browser?
any browser it will work. Any browser it
Because
will work.
as so it does so irrespective of the CDN that we have used, it will work on all platforms, right?
Mm.
Okay.
So uh, this script will work any browser. So this is already hosted file, and all browsers are support this. So once copy the script URL, okay. So you can open total jQuery code. So all these are jQuery functions. So directly from this URL, so we can use the functions. Okay. Otherwise, you can save this file and download. Okay, you can use this. So we don't need to download the jQuery library. So like this. So directly we can use this library, and it will work for any browser. Okay, for latest browsers, all browsers are support this. Okay, like Google Chrome or Firefox or so latest browsers, Opera, so like that. So for example, so after complete the syntax, so if you want to hide any HTML element, okay, if you want to hide any HTML element, so So for example, so I have one paragraph, sample paragraph, sample paragraph. So I want to hide this paragraph by using JavaScript. Okay, so by using JavaScript in JS, so we have to write some statement like document dot get element by id. So by id, so take id for paragraph. Okay, p1 dot style dot display equal to none. So this is the statement to hide the paragraph in JavaScript. But in jQuery, so use dollar symbol and p1 dot hide method. Okay, so this is the simple statement to hide the paragraph in jQuery. So this is called write less and do more functionality. Okay, so like this we can reduce the code by using jQuery. So copy this paragraph. Okay, and take one button also, input button value hide paragraph and take id for button btn hide. So when you click on button, so we can hide this paragraph by using jQuery. So for this we have to write some script tag. Okay, open and close. So another one thing is the very important statement. So document dot, so here dollar symbol document dot ready function. Okay, so this is the statement, the most important statement in jQuery. For every function we have to write like this. So this is to prevent any jQuery code from running before the document is finished loading. Okay, so to reduce the errors, so we have to use this statement, okay, to prevent any jQuery code from running before the document is finished loading. Okay, we don't need to run the jQuery code so before load the document, so that we can use this statement. So this will work after fully loaded the page in the browser. So document to be fully loaded and ready before working with it. This also allows you to have your JavaScript code before the body of your document. So for example, write p1. So here also same selectors, okay, like in CSS, ID selector, class selector, and element selector. So for ID selector we have to use hash. For class selector dot element selector, directly give the element name p1 dot hide. So if you run this example, so directly the jQuery code is will work on this paragraph and hide this paragraph. Okay, so already paragraph is hidden. Okay, style. So JavaScript internally apply this style attribute to this paragraph. Okay, to hide this paragraph display none property. Okay, CSS property. So jQuery library, in jQuery hide method internally applies style attribute to the paragraph display none property, so that paragraph is hidden. So if you don't want to run the jQuery code before the document is finished loading, so we have to write document dot ready function. Okay, so document dot ready function is the security for our jQuery code. Okay, sometimes jQuery code run before the document is finished loading. So to prevent that, so we have to use this document ready function to prevent run the jQuery code from document is finished loading. So run this. So this also same paragraph is hidden, and for button click, okay, within the document ready function, for every statement we have to use dollar symbol and a hash btn hide dot click function. Okay, click event. So this click event will apply to this button. Okay, so in jQuery, so this is the event handler. Okay, click is the event handler. So this click method attaches an event. Okay, attach an event handler to this button. So when you click on the button, so this function is executed and run the hide function hash btn not btn p1 dot hide. Okay, so this is the statement. So when you click on the button, so this click event is work. Okay, so same like in JavaScript. So this is the function. Okay, so this function is executed and hide the paragraph by using this statement. So function my function, right, and remaining right for hide. So same like this. Okay, this statement is same like this. So this is the event handler. Will this event attaches to a button in the runtime. Okay, so in the runtime, so this event handler attaches to this button. Okay, now paragraph is displaying. So when you click on the button, the paragraph is hidden. Okay, style display none. Okay, so see here paragraph ID P1 and sample paragraph. So when you click on this, style attribute is applied. The jQuery internally applies style attribute by using hide method. So once open this library, okay, and you can search hide function. Okay, so this is the hide function. Okay, from here to here. So this is the hide function. So we are calling this function to return this toggle, okay, toggle function. So this toggle function executed, and this dot show, okay, and this dot hide. Okay, so two functions is there, show and hide. So we are using hide function, and if you want to display the hidden element, you can use show function. Okay, so this is the sample example. And here same like selectors in CSS. Okay, in jQuery also jQuery selectors. So selectors means ID selector, and the second one is element selector, third one is class selector, and a number of selectors available. Okay, so these three are very important. Okay, ID selector, class selector, and element selector. So if you want to learn number of selectors, in jQuery selectors, so search in Google jQuery selectors. You can find all these selectors in 3 schools. Okay, so ID selector, class selector, and element selector. So these three most important, and here also number of selectors available. So all these are selectors. Okay, for different selectors. Okay, so for element selector, so first of all element selector. So element selector selects elements based on the element name. Element selectors selector selects elements based on the element based on the element name. So syntax, use dollar symbol and paragraph dot hide method. Okay, so this is the example. So already we have done one example. So remove this ID, and here also just use P. Okay, okay, so if you use element selector, so it will apply for all paragraphs in this document. Okay, if you want to apply different paragraphs, so use ID selector or class selector to apply different methods for different paragraphs. Okay, so ID selector, so this selects elements based on their ID, and selects elements based on their class. So ID selector already shown the example syntax. Dollar symbol p1 dot hide, and class selector also same syntax. Dollar symbol, use class name, okay, css class name dot hide. So by using class name, css class name, we can find HTML elements in jQuery. So for example, so this is the ID selector, and for class selector, div, okay, my sample content, and I want to write some CSS classes, CSS properties. Use style attribute. Okay, my div is the class name, and color is text color white, and background color red. Height 200 pixels, and width 200 pixels. Okay, so I want to hide this div. So when you click on the button and take one more button, input type equal to button value, hide div tag, and id btn div, and last name is my div for div. Okay, so when you click on this button btn div, so we want to hide this div. Okay, so this is one function. So for here, one function to write for one more event, write like this: hash btn div dot click function. Next dollar. So here class selector, right? So for class selector, my div dot hide. Okay, my div. So use dot for class selector. So when you click on hide button, so div tag is hidden. Okay, style display none property is applied. Okay, internally this CSS property is applied. So these are the selectors, element selector, class selector, and ID selector. If you want to learn more selectors, you can use this link for reference. But to select all elements in the HTML document, use star. Okay, to select all HTML elements including button. Okay, same button also. To select all HTML elements in the HTML, to select all elements in the document, use star. So when you click on this button, div button, okay, so all are removed from document. Okay, so HTML tag also in display hidden mode. Okay, display none, and header section also display none, and body section also display none, and paragraph and button, div and next button also. And here CSS script also style display none. So this is applied. So to select all elements in the document, use star. To select current HTML element. So to select only same button, okay, current button, use this tag, this keyword. Use this keyword. Use this keyword. This keyword selects the current HTML element. Current HTML element. So for example, when you click on the button, I want to hide this button only. So when you click on this button, so this will hide. Okay, hide me. Okay, hide me. That is this. Okay, only hide me. So when you click on the button, that button only hidden. And these are all selectors, right? And so practice these selectors.